Howdy do, fella kids. It is the professional Dillweed here, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing a first ride on the 2019 Harley Davidson FXDR. So with that being said, let's get into it. This video wouldn't be possible without Freedom Powersports up here in Canton, Georgia. They're your go-to dealership for just about anything. They have a really nice inventory, including this FXDR. And if you guys are in the area, or if you're not, be sure to come check them out. And be sure to tell them I sent you. So recently, Harley has been coming out with newer designed Harleys for the newer generation, because, you know, the older generation is starting to die out. And what I mean by die out, I mean die out. So, they gotta make something for us young folks. And this is one of the few newer bikes that they are pushing off the old line. And, there's the Fat Bob. One of my friends has a Fat Bob, and he should have gotten one of these, because this just looks proper muscle bike. I mean, I love the way that this rear wheel looks. I don't know, it's the fact that you can't see through it. I don't know. And it's a 240 rear tire, which is insane. I mean, just look at it from this angle. Like, it almost looks like some crazy sports bike, but it isn't. But at the same time, it's got the kind of torque like one. I mean, it's got 119 foot-pounds of torque, which is insane. Alright, and with all that out of the way, let's hop on this thing. And let's get her cranked up. It's a key fob, so all you gotta do is just press the old that button, and then you go to this button, and you're ready to go. And right off the bat, you're like, huh, these handlebars, they look kind of funny, because they're clip-ons. It's the first Harley I've ever seen, or stock Harley I have ever seen with clip-ons, which is kind of crazy. Alright, that was a rather large clunk, and you know what they say with those large clunks, it means you got a lot of torque. Right off the bat, the seating position isn't like any other Harley that I've ridden. Alright. I mean, that was me hardly giving it any beans. And you can tell it's got some good torque. Rev matching is easy. Hey girl, she looks annoyed with me, but she's the one that has peace signs on her wheels. I don't know, every single time I ride a Harley and I'm just sitting here at a red light, for whatever reason, I just feel better than everyone else that's around me, even though this isn't remotely closely to being my bike. I mean, it feels somewhat agile. Actually, it feels really agile, even though you've got a 240 rear tire. I don't know if y'all know much about tire sizes, but the average tire width is like 215. So this is wider than most car tires. The rear tire is. But as far as specs go, this has a 1800cc V-twin, and it cranks out about 95 horsepower. And you're like, oh, that's not that much. But like I said earlier, all of your power is mostly torque, and torque is what wins races. At least I think so. Oh man, this thing would sound so good with an exhaust. And as far as the ride height goes, I'm able to flat foot this. I'm able to flat foot it on both sides. And I'm not exactly the tallest person in the world at standing at a whopping like 5'10" on a good day. There's a police officer. If I get pulled over because I don't have a license plate, it's because I don't have a license plate. So we're going to talk about why the typical Harley guy doesn't like this bike or any of their newer bikes. Well, to sum it up, it's because it's not one of these. Like I said earlier, the Harley demographic, well, or the traditional Harley demographic, they're kind of slowly starting to die out. And they got to appeal to us younger generation. And I'm going to say they're doing a pretty good job of doing so. I mean, I actually really like this. I mean, it would be going against all those terms that I live by. So cruising along here on the interstate, I'm not going that fast. I'm doing like 55, if that. And I mean, you'd have zero wind protection. Because, well, there's no wind protection up here. If this Ranger wants to be a slowpoke, he can be a slowpoke. Now cruising doing about 80, still, you know, no wind protection. But putting a big old windscreen on this, I feel like would ruin the aesthetic. But even cruising at 80 miles an hour, it feels pretty solid. But I can say after a while, the wind might start to beat you to death. I might be being just a little bit dramatic. Alright, I'm gonna have to get in this lane, and as you know, since it's a Harley, you got your turn signal for the right on the right, and for your left on the left, and it's, I don't know, Harley. Man, I would love to add one of these to the old collection, but I can't say too many people would watch videos on one of these. Maybe. One thing I really don't like, as far as the looks go, I don't like how the taillight sticks out so far. If you could get one of those undertail taillights, I'm sure they already sell it. Yeah, the exhaust down here, it's kind of hot. You could feel it. And it also feels like my seat is heated. Because, you know, these V-twins, they get a little toasty. But another reason why I probably won't be getting one of these is the price tag. And because, well, they ain't exactly cheap. I also feel like this airbox right here is just kind of in my leg's way. But it looks so cool sticking out there. I hate how much I like this thing. I really do. I put a fake dog on my window. Ah, people are weird. Man, I can't believe my ride's already over. I don't want it to be over. I mean, I've been looking forward all week to riding it because I came here on Tuesday. Today's Saturday, and I was like, I want to ride that. And they were like, all right, here's the keys. And I'm like, oh, I forgot my microphone. And then I worked all day, every day. So I wasn't even to come back until Saturday, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to ride that thing. And now it's already over. So overall impressions. I think Harley did a really good job of trying to appeal to the younger demographic, because I am the younger demographic, and well, this appeals to me. If that doesn't explain it, then I don't know what does. But would I buy one of these? Yes, absolutely. This thing's sweet. But like I was saying about the taillight, I don't like how it's out here. It would be so cool to have like an undertail one right here. And yeah, is that's not the most attractive. Alright, and with that being said, that is where I'm going to start wrapping up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you show some support by dropping a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And most importantly, be sure you hit that booty. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I'll give you $2,000 for it. I'll trade you that. I'll trade you that flat out. Now, no cash or anything. Just swap the keys. What do you think?
Just all in goodwill and good faith.
That is a famous bike.
Semi-famous.
I'll smell you later.